everybody, welcome back to Talk That Talk. So let's get right into it. So I've been gone for a day or two, so let's just get into some things. So first I want to start off with T-Pain. So T-Pain exposes the music industry, and he did an interview where he basically spoke about some of the family sacrifices that he had, and ultimately why T-Pain disappeared from music for so long and kind of just did more behind the scenes. Let me play you the clip.
Drink for people.
You said you didn't want to do it?
I didn't want to do that song at all. It was the one song I needed on my album. Snap music was popular at the time.
Yeah.
And my A&R was like, dude, you gotta do at least one Snap song. I was like, I'll do it, but I'm gonna do my version of it. And that was like the last song I recorded for the album, and that's what made them like, okay, we can put this out now. And I did not want to do that fucking song.
Well, why did you stop?
I had to.
Why?
Because it was taking over everything. My career was just my life.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to, my kids made two different people. Like, when they saw me on TV, they would call that person Other Daddy.
Oh.
Yeah, when I would get home, they...
I developed a relationship with my daughter after going through that. That's just daddy. I don't have no relationship with her.
That shit hurts, man.
Oh.
That shit sucks.
Make you feel useless.
Yeah, for sure. To, have that go on and, being called Other Daddy when I walk in the house and shit, it's just like, okay, I can probably go ahead and stop this for a minute.
Yeah, you just reset it, got everything back in order.
Yeah. You don't lose shit like that. You don't lose talent. You know what I'm saying? So, I was like, I can get back to it. I'm sure I won't be, in the public eye as much and shit like that. And, won't be going off the momentum, but I still should be able to get back to it at some point. So I just put that on pause.
Me up. Talking fuck.
But that's real, though.
I'm telling you,
that's
Mike.
real, though. That's real for you, though, to do that. I think to, put your whole career on pause. I commend you for that, man.
Yeah, man.
And just focus on your family and kids, man. That's big.
Absolutely.
That's huge, man.
It took me a while to learn that.
What do you guys think about this? I mean, we all know T-Pain came out a minute ago, and it was so interesting to even hear that he didn't even want to do a Snap kind of record where Lean With It, Rock With It was a big thing and people were doing the Snap dances. So that was so interesting to hear, and how him having a really good music career impacted his children, and that was just really interesting. So what do you guys think about that whole T-Pain situation? And would you guys want to see him come back full force, or are you good? Now, let's give a happy belated birthday to Cardi B. Okay, so she turned 30, even though there was some tweets going out there trying to say that she's lying about her age and that she's older. Happy birthday to Cardi B. So Cardi B had a cabaret inspired birthday party to celebrate at Poppy nightclub in West Hollywood. A lot of celebrities were there. Glorilla was there. Chloe and Holly and DDG was there. OT Genesis, Tyga, and more people. And it looks like Jamie Foxx was denied entry at the party once he arrived. And they're saying it's due to him having too many guests or the party was too packed. Let me play you the clip.
What is it? You saying you good now? No, we're not good. No, it's all good. No, really. I love you, man. It was too much. It's too much. You made me leave the house. I understand.
So as you can see, he was denied entry, and then they tried to run back and get him and say, oh no, you're good to come in. I don't know what y'all would have done, but I would have left as well. Nobody likes to be denied entry at the entrance of a party and then, get chased down by a car saying, oh no, you can come in. One, that's super embarrassing. And two, he's Jamie Foxx. He's not just some random guy or whatever. He should have been let in. It doesn't matter. I think it was reported he had 4 other people with him, 3 or 4 other people. Let him in. So I don't know. I'm sure Cardi B didn't know anything about it, but I'm sure she probably would have been like, what the heck were y'all doing when she did find out that he was denied entry? Now, continuing with Cardi B, she also becomes the first female rapper to achieve an 11-time platinum single certification in the U.S. and Bodak Yellow, and I like it. They're tied as the highest certified songs by a female rapper in RIAA history. So congrats to Cardi B. And since I've been gone for a day or so, I did want to talk about how Cardi B teased a remix to Ice Spice's song Munch, but she says that she won't be releasing it and claims that, you know, she doesn't do teases. And people also call her out for saying that, you know, before in the past that she doesn't hop on songs that are already out. But, you know, she is hopping on songs that are already out, like Tomorrow 2 with Glorilla. So Cardi B overall said that she was just having fun on the Munch song and she's not going to put it out. But unfortunately, she didn't really receive good feedback from the snippet of, you know, her verse on this song anyway. So it probably wouldn't have been a good idea to put it out. Now let's move on to Ashanti. So Ashanti is on Diddy's Gotta Move On remix. Now Diddy dropped a Gotta Move On remix and he has Ashanti on it and Young Miami is on the song. And Ashanti says in the song, it's giving obsessed, it's giving stress, it's giving you press, it's giving this and missing the best. So people are thinking that Ashanti is admitting to having a fling with Irv Gotti. They're thinking she's talking about Irv Gotti, even though she's been denying having any type of romantic relationship with Irv Gotti for years. So what do you guys think about that whole situation? Now let's move on to Nicki Minaj. So Nicki Minaj sells out her rap snacks. I believe 2 or 3 times they sold out at this point. And it was actually floating around on Twitter. A Cardi B fan was basically saying that they bought these rap snacks to prevent Nicki Minaj's fans from being able to buy them. But that doesn't make any sense to me. That makes no sense to me. But what do you guys think about that? Now, I know we mentioned Glorilla really briefly earlier, but I did want to talk about this. I was very concerned that her song, the Tomorrow 2 remix, it debuted on Billboard Hot 100 at number 9 and then dropped down to number 22. So what do you guys think happened? Are you guys not streaming the song? I mean, a lot of people had positive reactions to this song. They liked the song, you know, and it's really nice to see that Glorilla is doing so well. I'm really happy for her and I can't wait to see what's next to come. I know she's dropping her EP. So I just wonder, like, what do you guys think happened to the song? Why did it drop so many spots so quickly? I was really hoping that it was going to hold and stay in the top 10. Now let's move on to Asian Doll. So Asian Doll now shows love to Cardi B, okay? So Asian Doll was dancing to Cardi B's verse on Tomorrow 2. And it was a video clip going out there. Cardi B reposted it. And fans are thinking that Asian Doll is no longer, you know, cool with Nicki Minaj, all right? And Asian Doll was very cool with Nicki Minaj. Like, she was ride or die for Nicki Minaj. She was a huge fan and he clearly was waiting for a feature and stuff like that. So I think all of this started to happen when Katie Got Bands did she was on the Super Freaky Girl remix. And as you all probably are already aware, Asian Doll and Katie Got Bands, I really don't think they like each other. And they constantly go back and forth, I think subbing each other. And they're arguing over who's the queen of drill. Okay. So I think Asian Doll probably felt slighted that Katie Got Bands got a feature with Nicki Minaj and Asian Doll has been Team Nicki for all of these years. So I think she's upset by that. And people were in the comments saying, oh, so she's not getting no love or no shine from Nicki Minaj, so she went over to Cardi B. A lot of people were confused that Asian Doll made a video dancing to Cardi B and then decided to post it. So what do you guys think about that? Now let's move on to Latto. So Latto's song Big Energy becomes the first solo female rap song in history to spend 50 weeks on the Hot 100. Okay, so Latto is taking it all the way to the bank with this Big Energy song. It's probably going to continue to do well for her throughout the end of this year and probably still be doing well quarter 1 next year. So moving on to Lizzo. So Lizzo talks about how her music isn't for Caucasians and that she's making music from her Black experience. So I guess Lizzo must get a lot of feedback about how her music is more for, you know, the non-Black people. And I guess she felt the need to address it. I know she's also been addressing people constantly bringing up her weight in conversations. I think Kanye had recently brought it up. So she's been talking about that. And I guess she is just like, yo, I'm Black. I make music from my Black experience. But I mean, she also has to realize, like, and I'm sure she already does, that when people and artists, when artists get really huge, they tend to have like a huge, like, white audience, like a huge audience from not just Black people, but other ethnicities as well. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think Lizzo's music is like fun, and I think it's just for anybody, you know, she's not boxed in. And I think anybody of any ethnicity or race can enjoy her music, and that's what I actually like about her. So I didn't know why she felt the need to say, I don't make music for Caucasians. You know, I make music for my Black experience. Maybe because she's just getting a lot of comments about it. But I like her music, and I like how when I listen to it, I feel like it's for everybody. You could play it at any kind of events. It doesn't matter where you are. You can play a Lizzo song, and anybody in the room can like it. So what do you guys think about that? Now let's get into Ne-Yo and Crystal. So you know, we covered before that these two have split from their marriage, and it looks like Ne-Yo requested through the judge to have Crystal's Instagram post about his cheating to be removed, and this request was denied. Ne-Yo says that this post on Instagram lost him $400K due to these allegations. Now, Crystal went on Instagram, and this is pretty much how we found out about the whole divorce and them splitting up, that he was cheating on her while they were married with multiple women unprotected. So Ne-Yo was saying he is losing some bags over this Instagram post. So, I mean, even if she did take it down now, the damage has already been done. It doesn't erase the fact that you cheated on your wife and everybody in the world knows. And some people, some corporations, some businessmen don't want to work with guys that are, you know, in a very public and nasty divorce, you know, that doesn't make the husband look good. It doesn't make you look good, Ne-Yo. It doesn't. It's not like you're Tia and Corey where you guys are just splitting just due to, you know, differences, no nasty divorce involved. You just kind of fall out. You know, it's like more of a messy divorce. So you are going to lose some opportunities over that. And speaking of divorces, okay, we got another one. All right. Now, I know we don't talk about a lot of reality TV too much here, but Cynthia Bailey and Mike Hill call it quits after 2 years of marriage. And if you are a fan of the Real Housewives of Atlanta like I am, did you see this coming or not? I mean, we all know that Mike Hill did admit that he's been a cheater. Okay, he's been married 1 or 2 times before. All right, Cynthia is that woman that really doesn't make it to the aisle, but she did get married before. But her first man, her baby daddy Leon, okay, he basically shared, I believe this was in like earlier seasons of Real Housewives of Atlanta, that Cynthia is not the girl that's gonna want to get married. Like, she's not gonna make it down the aisle. So she did make it down the aisle with Peter, and then she got married to Mike Hill. But a lot of people are in the comments saying that they aren't surprised that this marriage didn't make it. Me, I'm a little surprised. I just had hope. But it's sad to see another two split, and they both say that they'll always have love for each other. Now, let's move on to 50 Cent, because you guys know we talked about the situation with 50 Cent and his son Marquis, who is his twin. Oh my gosh. So Marquis went on a video, and he basically was saying that $6,700 a month for a child support allowance isn't a lot of money. It's not enough money. And it made a lot of people look at him sideways and say $6,700 a month is a lot of money. The other two guys in the video basically said, you know, your mom could have a 3-bedroom house and pay for all her utilities and all that stuff with $6,700 a month. You know what I mean? And especially back in the time where she was granted that $6,700 a month stretched a lot longer than it does now, but it's enough money. So then Marquis decided to go to social media, okay? And he made a post saying entitled, and he spelled out entitled with money, which is such a 50 Cent move. Like, so he took to social media and spelled out the word entitled with money and said he'll pay his dad $6,700 for 24 hours of his time so he can do everything he ever wanted to do with him as a kid. Then Little Meech responds to this. All right, this is Little Meech from BMF. He responds and he says he'll pay 50 Cent's son Marquis $5,000 and play some games with him. 50 Cent then posts on his page a scene from Power where the character Kanan killed his son. And he said no caption needed. And he also reshared Little Meech responded to Marquis and said, Little Meech and Michael Rainey Jr., all right, know what's up, stupid, blowing money fast. And then he promotes, you know, the BMF documentary that I guess is coming out on October 23rd this year. So this whole situation is really sad. There's a lot of hurt and there's a lot of healing that needs to be done between 50 Cent and his son Marquis. Obviously, they don't have a good relationship. So it's just real sad to see. And lastly, I wanted to talk about Lil Baby. Okay, did you guys listen to his new song called Hey? He dropped a music video for it. But people are talking about Lil Baby and saying that Gunna needs to come out of jail to give Lil Baby a break after the fans listened to his song called Hey. So apparently people not feeling the song called Hey. Did you listen to it? Are you feeling it? I thought it was different. I thought it was definitely a different type of song for Lil Baby when I listened to it, and I was like, all right, you know. So what do you guys think of the song? And that is all I have for today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.